Alright, got about another 0.5 or so to go. This is let me back his zoom out here. Just ran into some trail magic. It was pretty awesome. It was had some like pulled pork, barbecue, and some Brunswick stew. I don't know exactly what that is, but I mean, it was basically just a beef stew or pork stew. I couldn't really tell. It was some kind, it looked like slow cooked beef. Yeah, corn, potatoes, lima beans, something else, a couple other things. Didn't matter, it was good. Hot dogs, hamburgers. Can't really beat that. It was right at the bottom of a gap. Well, I mean, it was in a gap. Every gap's a bottom. But it was right there at the bottom, so 0.9 to go after I would have passed by that, and I saw some signs saying it was a 16th annual red truck, green truck through hiker feed for the weekend. Nice family does it every year, 16 years in a row. And pretty decent setup for damn sure. Good bit of people. I mean, there's about 20 people down there, but you know, you come and go throughout the day. Didn't really want to leave, but got to get to this shelter. It's right now about, well, it's Saturday, 3:30. Pretty steep uphill. I'm probably, I don't know, probably 0.6, 0.5 left to go. But gotta get to this shelter. Me and the guy I'm hiking with got ourselves a couple of cheap Walmart tents. So hopefully we get up there if we're early enough. There'll be enough good spots that you know, we'll be able to find a tent location that has some trees nearby. We'll be able to hang our tents, I mean our tarps. It'd be really nice if we could double them up and get them over top of a campfire. I've been carrying some throughout the day since I'm expecting rain coming. I got some fungus. This is like a tinder fungus. It's pretty much wood. I mean, it's fungus, but it's, can't really hear it, but I mean, it's hard as a rock almost. And got a bunch of other, some kind of looked like some sort of a birch that bark was peeling off of. That's always good. And some dry moss that I've used before, well, a couple nights ago. And once I get into camp, I'll start looking around for some wood and toss some couple pieces of fuel size wood and some kindling into my tent. That way tomorrow, if it's pouring down raining and we got our tarps up over top of a fire ring, I'll be able to get something going. Everybody else is jammed up in their tent. I will have already, hopefully, prepared myself to get something happening. It's supposed to be like 20 degrees or something at the elevation we're going to be at. So I really don't feel like being jammed up in my tent for 24 hours or whatever it happens to be. I'd like to be able to get out of my tent and stretch out. So getting our tarps hung, I got two 9-foot by 7-foot tarps. So that's a good bit of walking around room. We'll see. But I haven't used that tinder fungus, but I've used the moss and I've used the birch shavings. I just put a couple drops of my hand sanitizer on it, and that went up pretty good. Saved me from having to use my own toilet paper. You know, why use that if I can scrounge up some stuff throughout the day and just throw it in my pocket. If there's any moisture, it'll dry out over the course of the last 5 hours and the next 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever, until I decide to get a fire going, or even overnight. If it works out, maybe I'll film it. I should have filmed it the other night. It was pretty nice. I found a ferrocerium rod in one of the campgrounds and was able to just hit it with a spark, and it went up pretty quick. So I love doing stuff like that out here. Stuff that I study, but I never really get the opportunity to practice. Out here, you don't have anything but time. Get to a camp at 12 or 1 o'clock. You can start looking around, trying to find different sources of tinder and just to experiment with things and just have some fun. But anyway, this video is long enough. I probably got about 4 more 0.4 miles to go. And yeah, we'll see what's going on with this shelter, but maybe tomorrow, if it's coming down pretty bad and thundering, I'll just take a quick video, step outside of the tent, and show you what we're dealing with on top of this mountain. I'm not going to be, only going to be about halfway up, so shouldn't be bad. I'm a little bit worried I don't have service, so I can't Google what the conductivity, or I mean, did I just say that right? How conductive titanium poles are, but my tent uses my trekking poles to stand up on the inside, so I'll probably end up, just to be safe, trying to find some trekking pole size pieces of branch, and I'll substitute out my trekking poles and toss those a little ways away from my tent so I don't get freaking struck by lightning in the middle of the night. It's not really a serious concern, but you know, shit happens. I won't have anything else to do, so it won't be a big deal for me to find something to substitute my poles out for the night. Anyway, I'm out of breath. Been out of breath for the last 7 hours pretty much. So go ahead and wrap this up. Well, let's see. Yep, there's my buddy. Ways up there. He left the Trail Magic a little ahead of me, 10 minutes or so. So I got at least that far to go. I'll see you.